Now that we've set up all of the setting options, our departments, cost centers, daily rules, weekly rules, etc., we can now start adding employees. In TimeHub, we have a limited amount of information about the employee, but we have as much as we need. So this is not as much as you would have in a payroll system. When you look in your employee list, you see all of your current employees at the top, and then your terminated employees at the bottom. They will be in numeric order, but you can also come in here and search for a particular employee. You can set your sort orders if you wanted to set your sort orders to be by last name, etc. Then you can apply that, and then you would get a different scenario. If you're adding a new employee, it's pretty straightforward. You click on New, you put in the employee code. So this is their TimeHub code. So this is the number that they will use, their PIN number, if you like, on their team app. It also is part of the background in their personal app. So you would put in the employee's code, their payroll code. This is the code that when we export the data to your payroll system, it's the identifying code in the payroll, which again could be numeric, or it could be alpha, or it could be a combination of both. It's whatever is in your payroll system. Then we have the employee's surname, first name, start date. So the start date's not super critical so long as it is prior to the date that you set the employee up, so that they're able then to start clocking. So this could be their actual employment start date or some day prior to, as I say, when you start clocking. So I could make this the 1st of August. What department are they in? So you would allocate this as their default home department. What default cost center are they in? So they might be by default in the office. Are they full, part-time, contract, or casual? And these are quite important. So full-time employees, this is used to identify how we handle public holidays. So a full-time employee will, if they don't work the public holiday, will receive the normal rostered hours, whereas a part-time or casual employee will receive the average of their last 4 weeks, and we'll cover this off more in the maintenance area, but that's something to bear in mind. A contract employee is someone who is not actually an employee, it's a contractor who comes on site that you want to have using the TimeHub system to track their attendance or track that they are in fact on site. If they're set up as a contract employee, then they don't get any public holiday entitlements, so that excludes them from the public holiday calculation. So in this case, we'll say he's full-time. Is it salaried or wage? So again, the effect of this is that all waged employees have their data exported to your payroll system. Salaried employees by default don't, because typically salaried employees don't get that data updated in the payroll system. So again, you need to be careful in choosing that. You will have set up your weekly group, so you put the employee into their appropriate weekly group. You need to specify what region they're in. In this case, we've got all the New Zealand regions, and we will add to this obviously once we go international. So let's say this person belongs in Auckland, and what's their anniversary day? So this is used for public holidays again. So each of the regions has a national public holiday and then a regional public holiday. Final steps of this we need to do is we need to go and set up the employee as being in a roster. So I would, having set up my roster template, I will choose either the group roster. Because I put this person in admin, I would probably make it an admin with overtime perhaps. But if I've also built a personal roster for them, I would allocate them to their personal roster template. But for this exercise, I'm going to put them into the ordinary admin department. And then I'm going to also give him some allowances. So we're going to say he gets the dust protection and he gets the uniform allowance. And you can add whatever allowances are that you've got set up in your system, that's fine. And then once you've done that, you can click save, which saves that person and takes you back to the menu, or you can click save and new, which goes into the next stage of setting up the next person. It mirrors what you've last added. So if you're setting up a group of employees, it's a fast way to add the employees because you don't have to maintain this information here. So a tip when you're adding employees is add like employees who are like each other, so that you can just put in their codes and their name, and then you just tweak these bits here. So, but if you don't want to add another person, then it will just bring you back to the menu. The other thing you've got in the employees area, which you'll see, is the ability to see notes and look at notes that have come through from editing during the maintenance time, or you can add a note at any time. It date and time stamps when the note is added, but it also associates that note if it was entered during the daily maintenance process, then you'll see what day it actually related to, and then you can see all of the notes history back for a particular employee. You can go and add a note as you wish. But that shows you how to set up your employees.